Hi. How you doing? Just enjoying. Hey, Prince-Philippe, Prince-Philippe. Come back, my puppy. Just at the park. Today we've been Prince-Philippe. There's the playground. Come here, my boy. Come here. I've been sitting on the under the canopy for a little bit. We've been here for a while. This morning we left around 9:30. Now it's 2 o'clock. So we went to get some food at the food bank, and then found this poster. Hey, how you doing? Found this poster for free shower, but we're not gonna. The plan was not to go for a shower on the poster. It said that the dogs, like animal care, like they could have had some animal care. So he kind of needs a little trim on his nails, and I don't know how to do it. Hey, Sebastian, how you doing? And so anyway, we went to go. It was at the Salvation Army, and they're like, well, we don't offer this anymore here. So she gave me the new flyer, which I took a picture and I brought at the food bank, right? I mean, we have our Love's access for showers anytime we want to go. It's just still 40 minutes drive. But there are people who don't have that. So I decided to bring it to the food bank, so that way people who do need that free shower can actually go. And literally it was 700 meters from where we were. As the other one, the old poster, is like 10-minute drive. So that was good. So we ended up taking a shower. We ended up taking it, like, I'm not driving 40 minutes to go take a shower when there's one like perfectly fine here. So we used it. It was definitely not like luxurious. But if you're somebody who doesn't have a home, or who lives in the street or whatever, like even in a camper, and you don't have access to water or, access for a shower, this was pretty okay. Like, you still have to, it's not like continuing, like, but you still had to press down the handle to get water, which was fine. And we even puppy had a shower, and it's great because today it's warm. So I'm like, the girls didn't want to shower today. I'm like, well, just do it, just don't wash your hair, just wash your body, it's fine, because it's not like we don't have access to it ever, so I'm not worried. And so we did cool down, and then they offered us some food. So we had some soup, some muffin, and as we were leaving, and I did post that in the post before, like 3 or 4 street corner later, like we're driving, and now we're turning on this busy road, and there's a man with a post saying like, hungry, like give me, like, get money or food, like, because he's hungry. And I was like, man, like I couldn't, because I had to turn. We're like, dude, there's literally like free shower, free lunch right there, and they gave us a snack bag with a banana, an apple, a clementine, and some chips in there. And like, it's literally like 3 street corner away from where you are. But the thing is, when you don't know, right? How can you know? But that shows me that when, right, I want services, I want to help myself, I want things for my kids, I'm gonna look for them. And I use the service, and the more you use the service, the more the universe sees that you're grateful for it, and that it sees that you have what you want, like you have something, it's gonna bring you more. So the more I want, the more I attract different free activities, different free community events, and we receive so much blessing, because I said, not because I live in a camper and I don't have an address, right? I'm not homeless. Technically we're considered homeless because we don't have an address, which I have my sister's address, but it's still not my house. I don't have a house. I live in a small camper, right? So technically we are homeless. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna be the best homeless person you have ever seen. But I want out. Right now I'm not in that position because of whatever. Like, I decided that I'm a stay-at-home mom and I homeschool my kids, and the universe is saying, okay, well, we're gonna help you out, right? And it's helping me by sending me everything I need for it. So a lot of people are like, oh, well, you should just go to work. First of all, I'm in the US and I can't unless I work under the table. And again, my goal in life was to be a stay-at-home mom. Come here. And now I am. Like, I literally am a successful stay-at-home mom. Right? Literally. I've spent the past 5 months with my kids, and man, it's been wonderful. And I've never felt as rich and blessed in my entire life as I do now. It's crazy. It's crazy. So that shows that it's not the money that makes you feel rich or not. It's how you feel within, and the more you feel grateful, the more you attract more of it. And so when you do desire to get out of a situation or to receive support and let God and the universe do its thing and not be in control, right? If I judge myself, I'm not gonna go in there, like, no, what are they gonna think of me? I can literally show up like this morning. Do I look homeless? Do I look like I need to shit? But I know my hair was a little not the same, but like, I don't look like I'm in need. My bank account shows differently though, right? So, and no, yes, I have a Porsche, but if you were to ask me, I would show you my house. It's this small camper, right? And I was driving. This changed my perspective too on when I was driving around. I would see trucks with not campers, trucks with trailers in the back, just a fancy car, or just like, I'm like, who knows? Maybe that's all they own. Who knows? Maybe that person was a pickup in the trailer. That's all they have, and they actually sleep in their trailer. Because there are a lot of people who have like not a camper, but they transform just regular like trailers that you would store stuff in it, and they transform them into campers. I've met people who just live in their car, right? So even if it's like, who knows what life story they had before? Maybe they were rich and then all they have left is their car. Right now, my car, yeah, it's a Porsche Macan. And when I had called at one point to I wanted to file bankruptcy, but she said you shouldn't because they can take your camper away, right? So we don't want that. So, but she said, so I know my car is $1,000 a month, and she said, can you not change car? I said, well, right now my car is what pulls my camper. I need my car. If I go with a cheaper car, I don't have the capacity to pull a 3,000 pound camper. I need a truck or something. So my car right now is the best I can have. And even today, I was thinking, I was like, even if I was to sell my car, okay, right now, if I was to sell my car, I'm only selling whatever, so the person will only be paying whatever is left on the lease. It's not a lease, it's a finance, but I would not make money. I would just get rid of my car. I would get rid of a payment, but I would also get rid of a car. And now the problem would be, I don't have enough good credit to go get a new car, or I don't have enough, like, right? So selling my car will actually screw me. So, but right now my car is perfect, right? It's for me. Unless I'm like to God, hey, if you want to bring me something bigger, a truck and a bigger camper, I'm okay with that. But you take care of the arrangement, because right now I'm not, like, this is not my job. I'm the stay-at-home mom, I'm stay-at-home wife, stay at home around the world. But yeah, so I was like, no, I'm not gonna change my car, because it's what I need to drive. Like, it's part of my home. I need it to go around. I need it to go around. I was like, I paid $50,000 for my car, so buying a truck would be more expensive, or almost as expensive. Okay, it was 60 grand total, but like, it would come to the same price as a regular truck. Like, but I don't have the credit now, or the finances to finance it. Like, I cannot do a down payment or anything. There's a reality I can, though. Looking forward to it. But yeah, so this is why I'm like, no, you know what? I was looking at people, maybe the person with the little beat up car is a freaking millionaire, and they just don't like to spend their money and show off. Who knows? Like, we can, because I've been judging myself a lot with the appearances. So I've been judging people by their appearances as well. So don't get me wrong. I know my shadows. I know when I judge, and I know where I judge people. But I also know that by acknowledging it, I can see where I can change perspective, or where I myself can have more love and compassion for myself. So last night I was playing. I've been playing this game. It's called Solitaire Smash. If you know the game Solitaire, like the game card, this one you spend, like, they give you 30 diamonds every day, so you can play. In one game costs 20 diamonds. But then you can also, they have games where you can play money, so you can actually win money. And every 7 days, like, you can have 0.1 cent and $0.1, so 10 cents here. And then after 7 days, you get 50 cents, right? That you can play on the money games. Here in Arizona, we can't play the money games. So since I've been here in the past 2 months, I've been collecting. Now I'm like $15 or $16, and I got like 6,000 diamonds. So it's been collecting, right? It's been piling up. I'm like, oh, cool. When I leave Arizona, I'm just gonna play it, right? And the way I've always seen things was, I'll play it, and I was like, okay, so if I was to lose every time, I can play so many times this game, where I could play either one time the $15 game, or they have one that's like 500 diamonds plus 60 cents. I'm like, oh, I can play all of these games, right? And not thinking it would get renewed. So this is a like mindset. I'm like, okay, so if I could play maybe 10 games of money, like the money one, plus a couple more. And I was like, but what if I was to win? What if the money never goes down to zero, right? I was like, oh shit, snap, oh snap. Because I've always seen, I'll spend it, and when it's at zero, I'll be done. But what if it never gets to zero? That got me into like a mindset, like, oh wait, so, because at one point, if I'm a millionaire, it doesn't get to zero, right? If I'm able to have investment in buildings and whatever, wherever I'm going to put my money in, it doesn't have to get to zero. What if it just keeps growing and growing and growing? And I just keep having more, and I have this intergenerational wealth, and right? But just last night with that game, I was like, oh, but then what's the point? Why am I playing then, right? I was like, this is literally what I was thinking. So right now I'm playing, I'm gaining like the coins or whatever, the diamonds and a couple cents here and there that are pretty easy to get. And I said, well, I'm gaining them so I can use them, so I can play, right? It's kind of like my motivation is I'm getting the money and coins so that I can play. But I'm like, but what's the motivation if I always have a shitload of money? What's the motivation? Like right now, it's a challenge. Like, oh, I do want to play. Well, I'm gonna, wait a day or two while my money comes up, or, right? It's kind of a game. I was like, oh, wait a second. This is something we need. There's something in my energy here about wealth and about money that I'm like, oh, something is working. Something is working itself through me right now in the perspective. Because I'm like, okay, well, let's say I have $100. I'm not going to play $100. I'm just going to be playing to make more money. But then but what if I don't need more money? Like if I have millions of dollars, I don't need more. And I'm like, it was kind of not a bummer, which is really weird. But really I was like, okay, I do enjoy playing solitaire, but at the same time, I play just to go. Right now, I just go play to get my. Like they have little special challenges. So I'm getting my daily special, my 30 coin, and then whatever. Like after 22 days, you get this much. Like you can maybe get some XP, right? I'm at level like 59 or something, and all I spent on this game in total was $3 at one point. But I'm like, so what's the point of playing if I have, let's say I would have hundreds or thousands of dollars on that game and I have other money somewhere else, then as much as I love solitaire, I would not be spending my time there all the time. Just like, okay, what's the point after? It's like, once you have so much money, what's the point of working? And I was like, this is why it's important that you find something that suits that's your passion, because once you have the money, like money is a big motivator for you to do something. But once you don't need it, it's like, okay, well now what? Like, why would I keep playing this game? Okay, once in a while, yeah, it's fun, but now if I always have money, I don't have the challenge of like, I'm gonna try to make more, right? It's a really weird feeling. Honestly, I'm not quite sure how to put it into words. That's the best I can do at the moment. Hey, how you doing? But yeah, so I was like, okay, so not quite sure. So I still play, but I know there's something working through me about this. Because when you're wealthy, when you have a lot of money, it's like you don't really need it. Like even right now, like other than gas right now, that's pretty much all the money. Okay, sometimes I do enjoy when we go to free events. I do support, like we supported the food trucks this weekend at their free event, which I'm okay with. When I get money, like I decided that right now, in the situation I have right now, I'm gonna pretend that I chose this. Yeah, I chose it because I'm choosing to be a stay-at-home mom, right? My business, I don't really care. Things are there, I still do post, and if it helps someone, it helps someone. Oh, and even about my business this morning, I said, isn't it nice that nobody needs me? Right? In the past, I was like, oh, but I can help you. Like, let me help you. like you need me, right? The codependent wanting to be needed. And today I was like, man, it's been 3 years, and not that many people have asked to work with me, or many people use my services or anything, the stuff that I have on my website, the programs and stuff. I said, isn't it nice that people don't depend on me for their own happiness? Like, yeah, nobody can blame me that I'm not making them happy. Nobody can blame me that I'm ruining their life, other than myself. But even I'm not even ruining my life. So I was like, like just changing perspective. Because if I manifest heaven on earth, therefore I manifest people love themselves already. And if I can imagine them from within already loving that they already love themselves, and they already always receive the support they need when they need it from God. Right? If God and my higher self are always helping me no matter what, and I will always attract whatever I need when I need it, not before. Therefore, it's the same for everyone. Therefore, that means that maybe they'll see my post, but maybe they won't see my post because they're going to see a TV show or something. Or they're going to see someone else. Because it is not me that they need, absolutely, for them to succeed. They just need to go to God or the universe or their higher self, whatever you want to call it. But I was like, like, it removes, like, it's okay if people are doing well then. Like, I'm manifesting people doing well. And that's one thing one coach had said one day, right? If you manifest, like, the goal would be that no coaches are needed, right? Because that means people are doing well. Like, there was a joke on, I think it's YouTube. Doctors wish that you get sick so that they can use their schooling on you, right? They don't wish you get sick, but for them to have a job, they need sick people. Plumbers kind of wish that you have some water damage, or you need water, like you need, whatever, that something happens for you for them to use their services. What else? Dentists, they need you to, have some issues too, right? But coaches, a lot of coaches, they want you to have some issues. They're gonna create. They are literally creating the clients. Right? We create our reality. So they are literally creating clients who have problems. So that way they get to be the coach that helped them. And this morning, one of the coach, and I think he's a coach, I don't know, he wrote, the doctor you go to, does he give you a prescription without knowing your symptoms? No. Then why would you as a coach do an offer without knowing your client's needs, right? And to me, my answer to that was, well, actually, I offer what I offer. I'm a self-love coach. I'm not a business coach. I'm not anything else. I'm a self-love and mindset coach. I will not shape-shift around your needs, around your problem. I'm not going to go and create problems in your life. And I don't DM people for that reason, because I don't need to know what's going on in your life to give you an offer and change who I am and what I do offer. It's all the same. It's all about people not loving themselves enough and their vibration. Anyway, it's all emotional. And so, no. Oh yeah, I am. And so, it's like, even when I reread the things, like, but that doctor is not going to give you, he's not going to give you a prescription without knowing the symptom, but you went to that doctor, right? The doctor didn't go in your DM and say, hey, let's chat and see what problem I can help with. You, okay, go away, but go scream somewhere else. Go talk loud somewhere else. So it's like, if you go to the doctor, it's because you know the doctor exists. You know what he can do for you, right? If you go to a specialist, you're going to go for something that you know you need. Oh, I need an optometrist, because an optician, because it's for my eyes. I need a dentist, which they're all doctors, for my teeth. If somebody has cancer, oh, well, they need the oncologist, not the general doctor, right? But they already know what's going on. They're going to go see that person. So if you're a coach, and they say, hey, I'm a business coach, this is what I do, then those who need you will go and see you. You don't have to go and see coaches and people because that's not how it should work. That's not how it works in everyday life. I know most people don't love themselves fully, but I'm gonna keep staying in my truth and sharing what I do, and then those who want to work with me, they're gonna come work with me. And by the way, most of my stuff on my website are under $20 Canadian, so that's like $15 American. Take advantage of it. So the Freedom Formula in French and English is $19.99. It was offered to $297. So I offered this class like 3 years ago, and that's a program that my mentor created, and I was offering it. So that was his pricing. So now it's $19.99 because like I'm not offering it anymore. I'm just offering the recording. So enjoy it. You learn about the law of attraction, the basic, but also the tools that I use in teaching. So for emotional, when you feel a big emotion, what you can do for yourself, and how to see what your frequency, what your vibration, your point of attraction is. Super cool. I use this every day for myself still. I still use that with all my clients, and I've done almost full year in over 400 hours in neuroscience coaching, applied neurosciences, and of the 12 techniques I learned, the emotions, the fears and beliefs were my favorite one. And so when I discovered Nick Bro for that program, I took it because that was exactly where I was hitting. So this is kind of what I'm an expert in. But so yes, less than $20, and I do have a French conference, less than $20, $19.99 too, and a book. It's not a written book. It's like a journal, my 90-day satisfying to-do list. So at one point I couldn't get out of bed, and just like all I could do was make my bed, brush my teeth, get my kids ready for daycare, and then go back to bed all day long, right? So on that list you have like, what to do when you're in a very low emotion, like a very low emotional energetic space, or when you have a little more energy, what you can do, and just to feel successful. To say, today I did brush my teeth, yay! And then you can just check them off, and then you're like, I've done that today. Look at me, I did. Because oftentimes we don't say, I did nothing today. But no, you brush your teeth, you made your bed, you had lunch, like you did drink water, right? So that way, when you know that everything that's meant for you cannot pass you by, that means also everything you need to do on your to-do list will get done at one point, and you're never behind on your journey. So when you let the universe align you to it, the more you do satisfying things, the more you're gonna have satisfying, you're gonna feel satisfaction, and then you're gonna be able to do more. But that's just gonna be easy instead of a chore, right? We don't do I have to anymore, or I should, is we do what we want to. That's it. But anyway, all of this is in that little book, and there's a couple of my famous sayings, what's meant for you cannot pass you by, and just a couple of things that I've learned myself in that book. Some affirmation and stuff. So really great. $6.99 for that one. But yeah. So anyway, there was a lot of breakthroughs in the past 2-3 nights. It's been good. And today is a nice warm day. Looking forward to when they have the water sprayer splash pad open, which I think should be either this weekend or next Monday. But it's supposed to be warm this weekend, so somebody said in the 90s. We'll see what 90 feels like, because I have no clue. I think 30 must be in the 30s. I have no idea, so we'll see. But yes, I'm gonna let you go, and feel free to comment whatever you want down in the comment section. Say you watched me. I love to hear about you guys. But yeah, so I'm manifesting for all of you that all is well. But if not everything well, you know where to find me and you know where my services are. And if you know someone who would, one thing. So, as much as I was like looking at the cars, like fancy car, I'm like, maybe that's all they have. Maybe they don't have a big mansion, but maybe the little beater car has a big mansion and they just don't want to spend all their money. And I was like, how about check it the other way, right? I can't say now everybody doesn't have much, but I could say, what if that, I was like, if I see this beautiful, there was a nice Corvette that just drove past me, and I was like, nice. I'm like, my clients that can afford $15,000 for 3 months of coaching, which by the way is not that expensive. There's people who actually charge $100,000 a month, right? So I'm in the expensive for those who don't make a lot of money, but I'm very cheap for those who make a lot of money. Like, it's nothing. It's like, oh, $15,000 per month? Oh, $5,000 a month? Yeah, it's actually not that expensive when you're getting everything that you're getting. But I was like, my dream client that has a lot of money does exist. And people, like, I was hearing about J-Lo, how she doesn't have enough, like, that she could not have enough followers to validate her and to give her validation and fulfill her, right? I read that somewhere. And there's a lot of people who just don't have enough, or a bunch of rich people that go through grief and that, you know, get cheated on, and right, I think a lot of money doesn't mean anything. Especially emotionally, they still have their emotion, they still have their drama, and they still have stuff going on in their life. And I was like, oh, my client that can afford my services does exist. So instead of saying that, oh, maybe this guy, like, he might just be stuck with this car after, you know, his wife passed away or whatever, I'm like, no, he's making a shitload of money and can afford my services. And I was like, ooh, that's exciting. So instead of like being jealous, not that I'm jealous, but like, oh man, like they all have lots of money, because I was looking like, when I have a car like this, do you know how many mouths I can feed? I can feed with that money. But like, I'm gonna be able to feed a lot of people and still have that car. That's the plan. So I have a nice car, a nice big house, a nice big camper, and still be able to feed a lot of people and help a lot of people too. Right? That's the plan. It's not either or, it's both of them. But I was like,
Mommy,
we're gonna be helping a lot of people.
Mommy, can we go now?
Yeah, so we're actually gonna get going. Here, my little Emily. Whee! So we wish you all a good day and enjoy. This is our beautiful day in the sun. Thank you for the wind. It's actually very helping. Bye!